is up, Goat Farm? Welcome to the next episode of Goat's Golf Highlights. Thank you for all the loves, the follows, and the views so far. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Let's keep it growing. Don't forget, I'm going to put links for my partners down below for Swannies, Pinned, and Squares. Make sure you check them out. You can save yourself some money on some of the latest gear out there. So let's hop into this week of golf. It's short and sweet. Let's keep it simple for you. Right out the gate, let's start with the Cognizant Classic. The PGA Tour this year just got its fourth first-time winner. This is kind of unreal to me. I mean, I'm good for Austin Eckroat, by the way. Like, I love seeing first-time winners come up because it means more to them, I think, than it does some of the bigger names, because it allows them to get out there and get these exemptions in tournaments, fat paydays. It gives them a good run at being a quality player. You know, you look at Jake Knapp, who just won last week in Mexico. He put up a hell of a performance this week. And I think it's very important to get that first win on tour. That first win on tour is usually a springboard for more wins. And that's not always the case, but these guys are also talented, but learning how to win out there is a different battle. And I think once you break through that, you're only going to see some better golf out there. But a part of me wonders if we're not seeing the quality golf from the high level guys, because a lot of golfers went to live. You know, maybe some of their incentive is gone, because I think maybe the top players want to play against the top players, and it kind of takes the wind out of their sails. Who knows? There's a lot of people saying right now it's embarrassing that it seems like the PGA Tour is starting to look like the qualifier for the Live Golf Tour, which is a weird thing to say, but you kind of can't argue it, because look at the trajectory that Live has opposed to the PGA Tour, with them losing their partners and everything like that. It used to be the Hodna Classic. Now it's a Cognizant Classic. This isn't the first time we're going to see this either. So interesting debate to be had there, but who knows, all right? Let's hop into Live Golf real quick. This is a fun one, all right? A couple reasons. One, we had the return of AK, which I'm going to get to that in a second because I love AK, but I have some things to say. Two, we had Joaquin Niemann win again. This kid is playing phenomenal golf. He had an invitation to the Masters, being a Live golfer. I think he's a legit contender this year. I've always loved the kid's game. I remember when he first came out on tour, the kid is so flexible. It's kind of scary to watch. It physically hurts me to watch him hit the golf ball because I can't move like that anymore. But he's doing incredible right now. We have Taylor Gooch from Live running his mouth like an idiot. So here is this week's rant. He decided he was going to say there would be an asterisk next to the Masters if Rory won it, because he's not competing against the best golfers in the world. Let's talk about how that makes absolutely no sense. Joaquin Niemann got an invite, and he's a Live golfer. All right. And then you're also going to have DJ there. You're going to have Rahm there. Scotty's going to be there. I imagine Koepka and Bryson will get invites as well. The top players will be there. He is not a top player. Taylor Gooch, you are not a top player in the world. You never have been. You had one win in 125 starts at the RSM Classic, where the top 20 players in the world weren't even in the event. So is there an asterisk next to it? Does that count as a win? Because you weren't going up against anybody that you say aren't the best players in the world. How about all the majors that Tiger didn't play in because he was injured and other people won them? Should there be asterisks next to that too? This guy just loves to run his mouth, and I think he has this holier-than-thou syndrome. He thinks he's better than he is. You don't get me wrong. He's a good golfer. He's a PGA Tour golfer. He did have a win on the PGA Tour. He's won over at Live. I think he was Player of the Year for Live. He's a great golfer. But dude isn't humble. Like, just stop running your mouth. If you put more effort into your game and less effort into running your mouth, maybe you get an invite. Joaquin has done his work. He's been playing all over the world. Australia, Asia, DP World Tour, everywhere, just to get this invite. And he got it. You didn't. So maybe that has something to do with it. Don't know. Maybe we should ask everyone else on the internet. For once, I agree with these people. So that's an interesting development in and of itself. Now, we had the return of AK, Anthony Kim, the return of the Kim dynasty. Didn't play that well. He had 3 rounds over par. I guess maybe he showed some signs of life. It was hard for me to watch a whole lot of it because it was on at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not about that. I am a dad. Does not work for me anymore. But it's interesting because he is just so magnetic. He is such a fun golfer to watch, and he's going to be playing the next Live Golf event as well over in Hong Kong. Maybe we'll see some more signs of life from him there. We don't know. I do got to say this, and I say this with love for AK. Dude's looking rough. I think he gained 65 pounds. I'm not shaming. Don't come at me with the body shaming thing. Stop right there before you even get ahead of yourself. 2, in one of his nostrils, looks like it put in a lot of work in the last few years. There's like a little thing going on here, and I don't know. maybe hanging out with Frosty the Snowman a little too much, if you know what I mean. But I'm glad he's back. I hope he's healthy. I hope he's doing well, and I'm glad he's back and everything like that. But I'm curious to hear his story. I would love for Faraday to sit down with him and just dive deep down the rabbit hole of what happened with Anthony Kim, the insurance deal, what he was doing in his time off. I mean, he has a daughter now and he's married. He seems to be very good. His voice seems deeper than it used to be. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I've just aged. I don't know. But that's just an interesting thing in and of itself. So congratulations to AK making his way back. Hopefully we see some better golf out of him. I love the cockiness. I love the walk. I love the way that he does things. We didn't get the belt buckle. Maybe he feels like he needs to earn the belt buckle back. I don't know. I want the belt buckles back. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google AK Anthony Kim belt buckles. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And last, we have Bay Hill, one of my favorite events of the year. Rest in peace, Arnold Palmer. You were my dude growing up. You were just the perfect ambassador for the game of golf. He brought out the best in everybody. I wasn't a big Nicklaus guy. Hate me if you want on that. He was a great golfer, but I just never liked his attitude. Palmer was the man. I think the last time he played at this tournament too, he shot his age, which is also just incredible. So who's going to win at Bay Hill? So the one thing about Bay Hill that you need to understand is you have to be willing to be bold to win this event. You can get around this tournament and post a good score, but you can't post a winning score if you do not show some audacity. You have to be bold in your attempt and how you take on this golf course. Past experience does wonders here. There's a lot of repetitive winners here. We're wondering if Scheffler is going to win again. I don't know how the putter is going to work for him, but I will say this. I like his odds better now on Bermuda than on Poa annua. Poa annua, you can putt well all day, and you could not make a putt, or you could putt bad all day and make putts. You know what I mean? On Bermuda, though, Bermuda rolls a lot smoother, a lot better. A lot more truer to roll. Maybe his putting will be better out there. Maybe he goes back he defends the title. I like Rory here. Rory always plays well, so he shows some life at the Cognizant. I like him here. That infamous putt on 18 was wonderful. If you don't know what I'm talking about there too, you're on YouTube already. Look that up. Look up the infamous putts, 18 Bay Hill. It is just, everybody hits it to this spot because Tiger has made the putt there, I think 2 or 3 times. And everyone knows the line just from watching Tiger make that putt over and over and over again. My personal pick this week, though, I am going with Viktor Hovland. He's been kind of quiet this year, but the dude is bold. His short game is there. He's a great ball striker. Hovland is going to be my pick for this week. It's going to be an exciting week in golf. Little self-plug here as well. I am leaving for Arizona tomorrow. I work for a company called Curated, where I actually fit people for golf equipment online. And I know it sounds like it doesn't work, but it really does work. I've done fittings in person and online. I love doing the online fittings. It's a lot more unbiased, and it's just more fun, in my opinion. You get to connect with people better. But every year we have a summit where we go to Arizona, where all of our brand partners are there. So Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway, Mizuno, Strixon, Zetzio. Yes, I know they're under the umbrella of the Cleveland Strixon. They're all going to be there, and I'm going to be testing out all of the latest equipment and getting fit for it as well, and learning about it so I can fit all of you for it too. So if you're interested in something like that, leave a comment there for me, and I'll give you my link, and we can get you fit into some new gear. All right? So have a great week. Enjoy Bay Hill. Remember, what is the best that could happen? I'm always sending my love to you guys, and deuces.